Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, anglers. We're going to continue on with the Academy here for the Expert Challenge. I was looking at the time of the day. We're still in the middle of the day here. And I think the challenge I was running into is the 7 hook is going to be a little bit harder to catch. I mean, I think it's ideal for a gold, but it's just going to be very low frequency of bites. And I remembered we have a spinnerbait in our tackle box. So we're going to try using that. Right here, size 8. This might be what we need for the bass. I didn't actually look to see its constant first. That's actually really nice and easy. So we will still try to catch some fish with the bloodworm first. And I'm thinking, just looking at spots that are around here, I think we'll come over here. Because I think we'll be targeting some bass. But I don't want these other things kind of getting in the way. And I definitely don't want to go deep. But I think this spot looks actually kind of nice. Let's do this. All right, so we are going to drop this line right here. And for reference, I'm right here next to the bridge. We'll drop that in there, and then we'll switch lines to the spinner. I'm sorry, the spinner bait. And this is a constant, so we'll just constantly reel it in. And we'll see what we catch. I do have a bite already on the other rod. So let's just put this down and pick this up. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a gold real quick. That's not a gold. Nope, not a gold. What size hook is this? Oops, wrong button. L1. Size 9 hook. I wonder if I want a size 7 after all, just to chill with it. Let's do that. I know that the 7's not going to be biting often, but we don't have a lot of bait left. So I would like to get a gold sunfish, and I feel like I can get it with a size 7. Alright, let's pick this up and continue reeling with it. Oh, it already came back. This is a constant, right? Yes. So we should just get a bite on this, or we don't. So yeah, welcome back to I think this is the 4th play along series video. We've gone through all of the other Academy stuff. We're just about done. I think this is the very last thing that we get, and then we get a final reward. And we'll talk about what that is here in a moment. Well, I say a moment, but you know, it could be like another 15 minutes. Just kind of depends on when we get this gold. But I do think we should be able to get a bite on this spinner bait. I'd be surprised if we don't. At least at some point. It's a size 8, so it should be pretty good for these bass. Um, I guess the question is, you know, can we even catch bass from here? But I mean, look at the vegetation. I would be surprised if there's no bass here. Let's just get this out further and let it sink. Let's try it when it's at the bottom. There we go. And a gold freshwater drum. That's not an easy one either. I picked this one up right shortly after the previous video ended. I just needed to take a quick break. Um, so we're right back into it. And I'm hoping that you're able to still play along. Truth is, I hope that you're I hope that you're struggling and that you're not like, gosh, when's this guy gonna finish this expert challenge? I'm way done by now. Oh man, that'd be funny. Oh yes, definitely not a gold. Nope, I didn't want a quick cast. I want a long one. We'll let it sink. There we go. So I feel like if the other rod gets a bite off of that bloodworm, that has to be a gold. right? It just has to be. That's kind of my mindset on that. And I'm hoping that we'll also get lucky and catch a gold using this spinner bait. Because I don't want to use a size 5 jerk bait. I feel like that's just gonna, like, if there's pike in here, that's all we're gonna catch. Ooh, excuse me, because I feel like that size is more appropriate for that pike than it would be too. It would like limit the amount of bass that we can catch. Since I think smaller pike would eat the 5, then and the bass would have to be larger to catch the bite to want to bite the 5. Let's try down here, right up the gut. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Come on, come on. Not getting any nibbles. Not having any bites. I'm a little surprised because I feel like this would be a good spot. We also have that blue bridge that we can go back to. We did catch some bass off of that. I just don't think we caught any of the smaller fish, which is what I'm kind of hoping to snag up with that other rod. Like, that would be pretty sweet, honestly. Really not getting... Oh, did you see that fish? What was that that just jumped? Let's go try and get that. Would be nice if we can attract it, you know? We do have a size 7 spinner, but I don't remember... Now, we only used it for the trout. And I remember that the rainbow trout were pretty big fish for it being a low rank. So I feel like a gold would be a huge one. It's certainly too much for the gear that we have at the moment. I'm doing my best. I'm not trying to buy anything from the store until we finish all this stuff up. But we might need to try a different spot. Because it's definitely not getting any attention over there. So where do we go? We can try this pond. We caught orange trout there. Actually, no, we caught the carb suckers there too. I don't want to deal with them. Um. Oh, I turned off the fast travels. Let's see. Let's see. We didn't fish any of these areas. But I know, here's the thing is I know that we're, oh, you know what? I bet you it's right there. All right, let's go back. I forgot about that, like, really light blue color for shoreline. I bet you anything our fish is going to be there. Yeah, feeling pretty good about that idea. Feeling pretty good. All up in this spot here, huh? Okay, let's stand on this rock. Yeah, I can make this work. Okay. This is the big rod. Let's put this down. Let's put this out as well. Let's put this over here. All right, let's go fishing. Let's go fishing. Oh, actually, hold on. Before we do that, I do want to come back fresh in the daytime because I think that's when we got the first catch because it's already 2 p.m. here. So let's actually take this out. Map is showing 2 o'clock. Let's get a fresh morning. No, daytime. Sorry, not morning. Fresh daytime. This is the big rod. This is the little rod. All right. Reeling in this one constant. And let us see what we have. We've had a couple of bit of luck when we've switched servers to a fresh one, where we've caught fish right away. I'm kind of hoping that that's going to be the case here, but it doesn't seem like it so far. Again, that was just one cast. Can't get too beat up on it just yet. Nothing. No bites yet, huh? Alright, let's try over here. And maybe the spinnerbait is just not the bait. What other options do we have? Because I was targeting this fish. We've got a 10. A lot of everything else we have is a size 10. Spinnerbait leeches. Oh, we didn't try. Oh, we don't have another hook though. Oh, the spinner is there, but it's less than the spinnerbait. So you'd think that they would bite the spinnerbait before they would bite the spinner. But who's to say? We can try it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. What's this? Whatever it is, it does not feel very goldy. Smallmouth bronze. Interesting. I'm kind of at a loss. I'm not really sure what to do. This is using, that's in the water. Oh, we also have the feeder. But the feeder's only going to use a size, it's going to use a small hook, size 9. But it could work. Let's try the minnow. Oh, we got something here with the minnow. We did. What is it? Doesn't feel big. Looks kind of big. Is that a rock bass? Oh, it's only a little guy. Yeah, we're gonna need another hook. We might have to spend some money. I don't think we needed to. I mean, I know for sure I've never had to spend money before, but this particular run is being a little bit more challenging. If I were to buy anything, it would be a size 6 hook. But that runs the risk of me catching something I can't bring in. Oh, we have a bite here coming. Let's see what it is. Oh, that perch looked pretty big. All right, I can live with this perch. Let me actually Okay, so if that's going to be the case, let's put that on this hook. Hold on, I want to mix this up now because if I'm going to do that, I want to have the better hook size on the better rod setup. And then we'll bring out the 9 back on the bloodworm and see how this goes. All right, that could be fun too. So we will definitely recap the setup here based off of which one turns into a gold fastest. Okay, the other one's getting a little bite. Wait for it to show something. Get gold. Here we go. What is it? That's a tiny guy. Tiny green fish. Let's do it again. Nothing. No bites yet? Well, I am glad that this is a separate video because this play along is really needing to be played along. Oh, it fast forward. I didn't notice that the time changed. Alright, let's try this again. I forgot that I put us into a daytime server, but we had to still wait for the server to synchronize. And so it's 2 p.m.ish on something. So maybe we'll just try a morning server then and see how that goes. Because I do know that these fish bite better in the morning. That's for sure. There we go. Now let's see how we do. So it doesn't register as online yet, which means it's still going to stick around at the 6 o'clock hour. Now we've joined a multiplayer server. Let's see what happens. No nibbles yet. Oh, hold on. Something's on it. What is this? Mm, not what we need from the crappie. $6.57. Okay, so 7 a.m. here in a minute. It's a good sign. Hmm. What's going on? We need some bites. I couldn't tell if that was a green sunfish or a rock bass. So I don't want to go over there just yet. But we can also move in. Like apparently this is not like it could be too shallow. Oh, here we go. We got something on this one. Ooh, what is that? That's looking pretty small. Oh, that's that was I actually thought it was a largemouth. What is this one? What do we get? What do we get? No, that's really tiny. Really puts the crab in crappy. Let's bring this back. Let's try going a little bit deeper. Let's go over here and try this spot again. I'm trying to think. Where do we put this thing? Let's put it here, and let's put this over here. Gold tiger muskie? No way. There's no way we can bring that 16-pound fish on a 4-point line reliably. Nope, that's not going to be it for us. Oh, come on. Oh, we have a bite on here already? There we go. Is it a gold perch? It looks like a perch. No, it's too small. Oh, the other one's really moving right now. Let's put this back in the water. What is it? Taking line. I like the sound of that. If this is a bass, we're in a good spot. If this is a pike, not so much. Oh man, I can't see it. Does not feel like a pike. This feels like a bass. I think this is the one. It is. Now, hopefully it's not a largemouth silver. That's a big fish. Oh, it's a largemouth silver. That's the size that we need it to be for a smallmouth. We need that size fish. 13 and 11. Man, it's going to be okay. $9.08. That's okay. So kind of morning time. Hmm. What's going on, fishies? We are just going to be catching them. I wish that the map had a longitude, latitude, or just any type of XY coordinate, so that let's say you caught something and you're like, hey, you should try this spot, and you can, provide that information, then I can go fish it. Or vice versa, I can tell you exactly where you want to go. We are getting a nibble here. Let's hope that this is a sunfish, or even a perch. Let's get a big green one. Come on, green one, let's do it. That looks like a nice sized perch. Is it going to be gold, though? No. But bloodworm seems to be helping. Actually, no, let's bring that back. I don't want that. Actually, can I even do that? Good. Let's go back to the bloodworm. We have a bite on this. Almost. At least we have something nibbling it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ah, it looks like a silver. Oh man. Oh man. Do 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 do. A tiger musky diamond? Where is this guy at? QR. Where you at, QR? There you are. We're gonna just. Nope. Add marker. Diamond. Tiger musky. I would not have guessed to look for a tiger musky there. But we'll have to try that at some point. How many more bass do we need for this challenge? We need 5 more largemouth. Well, we're not going to catch them right now. We're using bloodworms. But we have a size 7 bloodworm out there, which means, man, if anything bites it, it's got to be a gold. It's got to be a gold. So we're going to let that sit there just for a minute and just kind of talk through some more plans for some next steps. Let's take a look at the journal. So I think once we finish this, we're not going to go through all of this stuff. We're going to definitely go into these fishing challenges. So I'm thinking I might just go down the list. Honestly, I don't know where to go next. So we'll have to just pick one of these. I think we can use the bait that we have for this, like the sturgeon. We know we have the boilies for it. Smallmouth, we have a lure for it. A lure, crappie. We can probably that's probably the one we wait for because I might need to get a bait reload. But I think we can do that for sure. How much time are we into this video in already? All right, almost half an hour. Not bad. It's been a pretty interesting fishing experiment so far. That was disgusting. Excuse me. An unplanned bilge. Sorry about that. Try not to be rude or gross. All right, let's pick this up and let's try another spot. The thing is you don't need to be waiting forever for bites. If you're just not getting a bite, it's probably not the right conditions and right spot. So let's try another one. So now we'll pick this spot here, and we'll put this. Oh, I don't know. We'll put this here, and then we'll do it for here too. Give that a minute. Oh, we already got a bite. So once you're not getting any action for like a minute or two, it's okay to reset. But this fish is small. I kind of want to stop fishing with this because I'm bleeding out the bloodworms. We've only got 7 more to go. Let's try some hot dog. In fact, does the sunfish, where's the sunfish? Does it like hot dog? It does. I bet you cheese. Let's see. Cheese, hot dog, popper, leechers? Leeches? Is it leechers? We could definitely try some different baits too. Although the top one was the bloodworm. So let's look at again. What can we? Eggs, bread. It's bread first, then hot dog. Okay, let's try that. We're gonna try and oh, we can't do that. We can only do hot dog. Let's try hot dog. So we're gonna spend 10 hot dogs right now to chum these waters and see how that goes. So now anything that wants to bite is gonna need to be attracted to the hot dog. Sorry, I'm like thinking a lot right now. So let's see if that works. I know that there's fish in here, like little fish that are perfect for this size. Here we go. We got a bite right now. Nope, don't pick it up. We're gonna jank it out. There we go. Let's see if we got this now. No, it's our sunfish. I mean, it's a sunfish, but it's just too small. And I don't know if there's a lure that we could use for these small fish. It doesn't look like it. I mean, we can do tube scrubs and spinner. We can probably do spinner. It's just really low on the totem pole. Oh, and perch. That's what I was gonna look at. We do have a, let's see, bloodworm, cheese bread. Oh, we have a bite. We have a bite. We have 2 bites. We're gonna take the big one first. Because if this is a sunfish or a perch, we might be already having our gold. There it is! We did it! That's what we needed to do, was use the bloodworm. And we needed to chum the waters with the hot dogs. And just like that, with a size 7 hook, we were able to get the yellow perch. Took us a while, but hey, that's fishing. That's what happens. So now that we've graduated, we have everything that we need. It's going to give us a couple of gifts. So we're going to get, most of this is going to be cosmetics, but we did get 500 XP, another 1,000 credits. We're going to pick this up. We don't need this right now. 5 gold trophy tokens and 1 diamond trophy token. Like, that is a lot of really, really good things. We're not going to be able to, excuse me, we're not going to be able to put the diamond trophy into use. Not for a while, but we have one. That's 1 less diamond fish we need to catch. So, here's what you're going to want to do. Look at your local souvenirs and look at what costs the diamond. All of this is cosmetic. They're not going to give you anything faster. Like, the boats don't get faster, the jeeps don't get faster. But from an equipment perspective, um, I've never used that one actually. I've used this one for a little bit. I really like this spinning rod. It holds 27 line, and then eventually you can find a rod that will do good for you. I really like this rod. This is something I would recommend, and I also like. This is actually really good too. I forgot about this one. I don't ever think I use it, but it's good. I actually really like both of these setups. So if you wanted to grind for 30 gold tokens in all, and a total of 4 diamond tokens and 1 legendary token, plus a buttload of money, this would be a good direction to go to. I mean, it takes some fishing, takes some while, but once you get it, it'd be a really good spot. But I really use this one. I like to use this one a lot for a while. The biggest goals are obviously going to be these, but they're going to take forever to get. If we go into our equipment now, we're officially level 13. We're officially done with all of the academy stuff. Look at this. We have 3,500 gold coins. We're level 13, so we have a lot of good choices in front of us. We're pretty. I mean, it's going to take us a little while to get to level 18. Um, this bait casting, we can finally use bait casting setups. But using a 6-point line is not that great. I would say if you're going to get a bait casting rod, you're going to want to wait for this one at level 15. Looking at the feeder rods are okay. I would not prioritize them at all. I would wait until you get to level 25 before you really go crazy with feeder rods. You don't really need feeder rods in this map. You can still catch catfish without it. I think the feeder rod gets really handy when you start going after like other DLC carp fish. But even then, they're pretty big fish. So like this is not really something I would rush to. This is more of a novelty because you're not gonna. It's really hard to find a really good feeder rod. These are not that great for the types of fish that you're catching. And match is really good. Obviously, this is going to be the best one, but you're a long way away from there. So getting to level 22 is pretty good. Match rods are basically can be used for a combination of, I think, um, bottom feeding and spinning, like float fishing and bottom fishing. I think is what they do. I don't think you can use them with. I don't remember if you can use them with lure fishing. Anyways, a lot of options here, but I do have to call attention to the free DLC. If you have the free DLC, obviously you're going to have better equipment, right? You're going to have all these different bait casting rods. So, again, it's free DLC. Like, why wouldn't you think about using it? The only limitation is the line. So, line strength, you want to look at more importantly on the reel side of things. Let's see, this is not that good. Here, you're looking at max drag. That's what you want to match your line to. So 39 pounds is huge. 24 pounds is great. If we go to the store and we look at lines, the best you can buy right now is 8. So that's not that's not good for that type of equipment. So you can think about using 8 on those pieces of equipment and just do the best you can. Or you can think about getting. Let me just max this up a little bit. Max drag is 6 pounds with this one. Getting to 18 max pushes you to 11. And then finally 13 and 22. Like you can make this 18 last you a little while. As far as the spinning rods go, you're looking at 6 pounds, like 8 pounds right here. Like this is probably what you want to do. You probably want to grind out a couple more levels. Why am I vibrating? That was weird. You probably want to grind out a couple more levels to get to level 15 here, and grab this 8 pound drag spinning reel and just make that work for a little while. Obviously, getting here is going to be great. I've used this one a lot. 11 pounds will get you a lot of fish, but 8 is no slouch. You can make this work. It's just a little ugly, but you can make it work. 2 levels from now, no problem. Um, that will match the lines you are, but then when you get to level 15, you're also going to unlock 11 pound. Yeah, 11 pound line. So you can get 11 pound line in 2 levels, a level and a half, and then get yourself a decent spinning rod. I'm sorry, reel. Um, yeah, 11 pounds will be great for bait casting. So it really depends if you're going to be doing a lot of float fishing. But I kind of recommend you do both because you have many equipment slots. Why not have a couple setups for the bait casting that you can keep doing over and over again, and letting things just kind of sit there and float. This reel, I mean, this rod is also a max line of 8, so you could pair up the level 15 reel with this one and use max line of 8, and that'll last you a good chunk of time. Or you can just continue to try and grind out fish and get up to level 18 and get better that way. So you have some options in front of you, but at least you've got money to sort of make these decisions. You don't have to worry about grinding out this stuff. As far as lures go, I would stay away from spinner baits. Spinners are fantastic. In fact, if you want a really good spot for uh, for fishing, here I'm going to give you a recommendation here. Size 6 spinner, I use it all the time. You can get a 5, but 6 is really good. The poppers, the same thing. 6s are really good for most cut most trout and most bass. I don't usually use frogs if I've got a popper. You can pick one or the other, and I think pop. It just kind of depends on the fish, like which one prefers the popper more than the frog. As far as like spoons go, spoons are equally as good. I would still get a 5 or a 6. I believe one of the quests that we're going to be taking on will also give us a spinning one of these spinners. So maybe prioritize the maybe even still we won't buy anything. I don't use swim baits at all, jerk baits or whatever. Use them only for like really big fish. I don't ever use them for the small stuff. Like even if I were going for pike, which loves jerk baits, I'd still just try to hook them on frogs or poppers. But hooks is going to be good. Eventually, you'll have one of every hook. Eventually, you're going to want a couple of ones, and eventually, you're probably going to want maybe a couple of fives. It just kind of depends. But having one of each for now is a good way of giving you some options. Baits, of course, stay stocked up on the baits that work. Don't need to buy everything. Just buy what works. Don't waste your money on these yet. They're really, really good, but you're so limited in cash right now. You need to be getting fish first. Floats, none of the floats are better than the other ones. This one has a little light at the top for nighttime. It's a novelty. Doesn't make anything better or worse. All of the sinkers function the same way. They're exactly the same weight, so you really don't ever need to buy another one. And then when you get into jig and plastics, that's when things get a little bit more pricey. But for a long time, you can get by without ever having to do this with this type of stuff. And again, never buy any of this equipment. So that's kind of where my opinions are for everything here and where you can get started. Let me show you some other stuff that we also got for. Let me just mark these. I don't need to mark these off. Let me show you some things that we got for free by finishing the quest line just now, though. We got some pretty cool stuff. So first off, we got a new Jeep skin. We got a new Jeep skin. It's the only way to get this skin. It's this one here. Uh, there it is. Check out the flames. The only way you do it is by finishing the academy. And if you were thinking that there might be a boat skin with it, you would be correct. There is a boat skin. I should try show you the boat skin. Let's jump over here real fast. I forgot, it makes me go backwards. Let's do this all the way at the bottom. There it is. In fact, let's just do that one again. So it spawns over here. So you have a better chance of looking at it. I think the lighting is making it look a little faded, but it is not the crispiest of pictures, but it's still really sick looking boat skin. Let's get back in here and I'll show you some more cosmetics that we unlocked that gave us for free. These are not as exciting, but I mean, customization options are customization options. So let's do that real quick. All right. Nothing changes in here. The hats, we did get one, this hat here, which I do like. I don't think that was new. I think that was already there. In the tops, we got this gray shirt, which, not bad, not bad. In gloves, we ended up receiving I forget which one of these was not here before. I believe this was not here before. I think we had the green one before. So you have these. Pretty cool. The bottoms we have. Was this always there? I think it was. We have shorts now. So there we go with the shorts. And we have these boots, which are, they're boots. But that's there. Actually, let's just put all the new stuff on. Let's put these on here. And the shirt. There we go. I think that's everything. Yeah. And now as far as local suvies go, again, you could buy one of these, but between the two, I would prioritize tackle over backpack. For a long time, you're not really going to need more than 3 rods at a time because you can only use 3 at a time. And you've already got 3 slots. So I don't think you need to rush on getting a backpack expansion, but having tackle is pretty nice. Especially the more you buy, you don't have to keep going back to your Jeep and switching things out. I do like this a lot. That probably would be one of my first purchases. And if I'm going to vehicles, oh yeah, you just unlocked more boat skins. Let's just mark those off, and the car skins. Nothing changes there. As far as apparel goes, if you were looking at keeping yourself customized and fitted out, as you can see, we got a lot of stuff. I mean, 3 more levels, and we're going to unlock most of the boots. As far as the glove goes, you got pretty much everything until the last item at level 15. These are the ones I always use. Look at all the tops you have access to now. Because, again, we leveled up and didn't spend any money, so you can find ones. And then a bunch more unlock at level 16. We've also got the long sleeves with a good selection that starts at 16. And, of course, the rain as well. As far as bottoms go, pick one that you like. But they're out there. You'll get a few more pants at level 16. And then if you do wear a hat, I mean, you've got a lot of options for hats now. I think one of my favorites is this pink one, and the skull one's pretty cool, and this one's actually pretty nice as well. And then you've got the other hats here as too. And lastly, look at all the sunglasses. Yeah, you have a lot of cosmetic options that you can get with money to spend. But if you're looking for equipment, again, I'm going to reiterate finally before we head out and call it a day for this video. Um, you should be good to grind out another level or two, especially if you wait until the next day's daily challenges. You're going to get good XP from that. Um, I would say this, if you have the free DLC, you really don't need to buy anything. If you're looking at the DLC that you have for free, you've already have a, well, if actually you want to get some, this is a strength of 13 with max line 4. This is not as good, but you could actually swap these out and get some XP from mastering this. Of course, you can grab the lightest stuff over here and have a loadout for 24 pound, and that'll last you a long time. You still have the bottom feeder rod that you can try to max out by fishing for some smaller sturgeon at night or something. The reels, they did give you this 3 pound one. I mean, yeah, it's better than the two. Max it out if you want to, but you also have really good bait casting tracks, bait casting reels here that you can play with. Again, you're limited on line for a while, but you can make it work for a long time. We didn't get any new line lures. Again, I don't ever use that. Oh, that's right. I was going to show you one of the best spots. So I'm going to show you just because I'm going to do it. So one thing I would always recommend buying is buy a 6 spinner. I don't think you're going to get one for free. And I'm going to buy the best line I can get right now because I know I'm going to use it. I'm not going to use anything else. I'm not going to buy that. This will be enough to get you started. So those two purchases, let's put together a gear real quick. Let's do this. That. Can't use the 8 pound on that rod yet, but that's okay. 6. And I have a 7 spinner as well, so I could actually not purchase the 6 and made the 7 work. I forgot about that. And where you're going to want to go is right here. There's a boat launch right here, and then you're going to want to park your boat right there, and then just fish off of it for some good while. You're going to catch a ton of trout. Like almost every cast, you're going to have a ton of trout. You're going to get so much money and so much levels so quickly, you could grind this spot out like nobody's business. There's 3 species of trout that all bite off of the same size spinners, 7s and 6s. And yeah, you're going to be leveling up in no time off of here. I wouldn't be surprised if you turn that 13 into 18 in just a day, or not even a day, a few hours. And then you can come back and get, again, the magic number for you is going to be in your lines. You want to get to level, well, I mean, this is the best. You're going to use this line forever. But for now, I mean, I think that was 24 was the rod. So, I mean, any of this stuff is going to be good. 11 will be great for you for a while, and then you get to 15, like, oh my gosh, you're going to be fine with this line for a long time. So that's it. I think that's enough for now. I've given you tons of information and things to think about. And so when we catch you up next time, we'll be rocking out in some style. We will be continuing on with the journal entries. Now we're going to focus on these challenges. And these challenges are going to be great ways for us to get some more XP. So yeah, we'll catch you real soon in the next play along video, focusing on these things. Until then, I've been Informal Geek. We've been playing Call of the Wild, the Angler. We've now completed all of the Tackle Academy. We've got a bunch of money, good tokens, good levels. We're all set to go in any direction that you want. But if you do want to hang out with me again, Man, I will looking forward to it. So thanks again. Take care, y'all. Bye.